Hi guitarlings, I'm Gray at Hub Guitar here today with another plucking exercise to develop your finger picking skills. Today's exercise focuses on string 6, 3, 2, and then 4, but we don't play them in linear order, so we want to assign a finger to each string. So I'm going to use my thumb, middle finger, ring finger, and then index finger, like that. That's the basic plucking pattern, so let's talk about the chords. We're going to do a C major 7 chord on the 8th fret. So I've got my index finger on the 8th fret of the big string, and then I'm going to put my ring finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string, skipping over the 5th string, which I don't use, and then I'm going to put my pinky finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then right behind that I'm going to put my middle finger on the 8th fret, same as my index finger, 8th fret of the 2nd string. And that gets me my C major 7. The next chord is a really nice transition. We're going to go to C, 6, 9. So C major 7, if that wasn't jazzy enough for you, C, 6, 9 ought to do the trick because it's a little bit more colorful and you could argue jazzier. So we're going to take our middle finger and put it on the 8th fret of the 6th string, and we're going to take our ring finger and put it on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Those two notes are unchanged, but the fingers that press them are different. And then the way I do a C6-9 is I do a little miniature bar here on the 7th fret with my index finger. So you can see my index finger pressing down on those two, and the whole kind of joint is kind of collapsing. It looks kind of gangly and weird, but that's how I get that chord relatively smoothly with just one finger to do those two notes. If you're having trouble with that, you could concoct another fingering and use 4 fingers. You have 4, even 5 fingers. Use them all if you have to. It's totally fine with me. After all, this is a plucking exercise anyway, so it's not really that important. And then, as with all of these, you can sort of practice going back and forth between the chords a little bit just to kind of clear that out of the way. Now let's talk about adding the plucking pattern to the chord. So starting with C major 7, I pluck that pattern twice, and then I switch to my next chord. You should always have the same finger of your plucking hand plucking the same string every time. So it's thumb, middle, ring, index, thumb, middle, ring, index. Say that to yourself if you have to. Thumb, middle, ring, index, thumb, middle, ring, index. And as written, you do each chord 2 times. But you could double that, do each chord 4 times. Totally fine. This is a right hand plucking exercise, so make sure that your plucking hand gets the most out of it. Alright, that's it for today's exercise. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope it helps you to build your finger picking chops. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please stay tuned because I have a lot more coming. Thanks for watching.